I don't know about you guys, but I'm starving, so I'm only going to take 6 minutes to tell you about ungoogling the web. And I got to tell you, it's a challenge because, you know, we are fundamentally changing the way that content is discovered and monetized online. So it's a little bit of a different journey I'm going to take you on for the next 5.5 minutes. It's a little bit more of an intellectual journey. We are a couple of years old, but we are addressing a problem that all of you are intimately familiar with. And the problem has to do with the dislocation in the publishing industry. And I've met with most of the large publishers over the last year and a half, and they really believe that their industry could go the way of music, and it really could. 55 cents of every dollar spent online now goes to Google, Facebook, or Yahoo. The entire publishing ecosystem is fighting over 45 cents. It's epic dislocation of a model that's happening at the same time that all of the lucrative offline revenues are moving online. Why is this happening? Well, because companies can't produce enough content to satisfy consumer demands. Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Yahoo are in between you and what you know you can find. So Amazon misses their quarter yesterday, and today you want to read about Amazon. You end up on TechCrunch, and you're looking at it, and they say they're going to be spending on Fire. You want to know what Fire is. You hit your back button. You go back to the results page. Go to another site. We've all done it. We've all had 15 tabs open by lunchtime. This is fragmentation. This is really bad for publishers because now we've gone from 20, 30 clicks, letting the publisher find and present the content, to allowing Google, Facebook, and Twitter to be in between your entire content discovery process. When you go from 20 pages per day to 7 pages per day, advertisers aren't as interesting. We get a race to zero in the display advertising model. I could spend the next 5 minutes on this problem, but my coaching told me I shouldn't, so I'm going to move to the solution. You know, I've been building venture-backed companies for the last 17 years, and everything that I've done has led up to really this company. The same exact team that's been together about 15 years, working on the same technologies that have led us to build what we call a content logistics platform. And we sell this platform today to publishers, but longer term, we believe that very much like AdWords and AdSense, that this platform is also appropriate for the entire advertising industry. What it means is if you are TechCrunch, and you have a visitor that landed looking at Amazon, there's no way you can profitably produce enough content to keep that customer there and engaged. So what we do is we provide a platform that allows us to say, hey, I would like content from Inc. and from Forbes and from Business Insider, who are all customers of our platform. And we can either algorithmically bring in the content based on the exact page that they're reading, or give their editors the ability to literally drag and drop content from different publishers across the net. So fully algorithmic content curation. We move full articles, full videos, multi-page, et cetera, et cetera. So now when you're on a site, you can explore a portion of the internet through the curative lens of that site. You go to Google less, you go to Twitter less, you go to Facebook less, you go to the brands that you trust, and you're able to actually do an exploration of many sites, hundreds of sites, millions of articles, without having to go to 10, 15 sites. And that's really what we set out to build, this manual and automated curation. And we ran into something which turns out to be even more valuable. And that's our partner management platform. Because it turns out that if you are a Business Insider, and it turns out that when something happens in Syria, you actually want an article from The Economist, but you really only want it for a couple of days, that it's too expensive to actually go do that deal. And when we look at the world, and we look at Facebook, and we look at Plaxo, we looked at LinkedIn, we even look at Groupon, and we look at the largest, most rapidly collected group of members ever. Hundreds of millions of people have joined these services. And we ask ourselves why. And the answer to why is because the ratio of friction to value to risk. Send me a LinkedIn, I'll say yes. Very little downside. Corporate business development has enjoyed none of these advantages. It's still people on airplanes, it's still lawyers, it's still technology integration, and at the end of the month, you have to have a reconciliation and somebody responsible for each one of these deals. It doesn't scale. What we've done is create a system that allows you to create a business development relationship as easy as Facebook, creating a friend request on Facebook. Drag an article from a site. If you don't have permission or licensing, we send out an invitation that says somebody wants to pay you money for content. They're in the business of selling money for content. They say yes. Content is instantly published. So building a switch of content. So this is what it looks like. It's seamless to the user. We bring in full quality articles from one site to another site. We have about 100 publishers signed up right now. You can drag and drop into numerous widgets. We have a booth over here so we can demo all this stuff. Not going to take the time to show you that now. The business model is pretty simple. We make money every time content moves from one site to another site. We can make it in 3 different ways right now. When you drag that article from Business Insider over to CBS Atlanta, it may come with the ad load, taking a $15 CPM environment, putting it into a $3 CPM environment. There can be fixed fee, and there can be traffic-based fees. Have about 500 million pages in the network right now, about 100 sites deployed. We can show you them all at our booth. And I've signed up pretty much everyone we meet with. So Discovery, Forbes, Rodale, Gawker, Life, American Media, again, about 100 sites. We're looking to raise about $5 million now that we have the supply side of this equation basically solved. And we're looking to launch an automated product, very much like a WordPress or even like a Google Analytics, that is a standard for small sites who have niche audiences, can download a widget and very quickly have a stream, a window into whatever sites are appropriate for their audience, have content come in, increase the consumer experience, increase the publisher's relationship with the advertiser, and we make money every time a piece of content is moved. The company, I've started and CEO'd 3 venture-backed companies, all with successful M&A exits. We have an extraordinary team. Joe 5S just joined us, who ran all of Weather for the last 10 years on the digital side. And the same actual core CTO, architect, and product team has been together through the last 2 companies in the last decade. 14 folks in Atlanta, 1 in New York. Row Capital, Kinetic, and myself are investors. And we're looking to change the world. It's a big idea. Come see us.